I remarried later in life when I was around 50 years old to a lovely Chinese girl who was 17 years my junior. And she'd never had children, never been married before. I have 4 kids from previous marriages, and I wasn't really excited about having more kids, to tell you the truth. As a guy in my position, probably wouldn't be. But after spending several years with my wife, May, we were just so very, very happy. And she was in her late 30s at that point, and I've had a good career and was stable enough to say, why not? And I wanted to do this particularly for her. And her gynecologist, we discussed it with her. I had had vasectomy in 1988, and actually we decided to reverse it. And I did 2 rounds of reversals. Unfortunately, the first one wasn't with Dr. Worthman. I just kind of went with my old urologist in Beverly Hills that I'd seen before, that did my vasectomy originally. And he told me no problem. I wish I'd researched it. I didn't, and my first reversal did not go well, didn't work, and was very disappointing for both of us. And as a result, my wife and I decided to try in vitro. We'd read a lot about it, and we did 2 or 3 rounds of in vitro. It did not work, and because I had a failed reversal of my vasectomy, I needed to have a procedure called a testes. I needed to have a procedure called testes, where they extract the sperm. And at this point, we were referred by my wife's gynecologist to Dr. Worthman, and we started talking about our options. When Dr. Worthman was referred to us, I did take the time, this time around, to look him up on the internet, read some testimony, read his background, and talk to other doctors. And his name is very well known in this town, and he's the cutting edge guy. So I was anxious to hook up with somebody that was more of a specialist than I had before. Well, it's made me a potent man again, which was something until I remarried my wife, I wasn't concerned about. But being with the right woman and having a child at my age, when you can handle the pressures and stresses of it, is the most beautiful thing you could imagine. We're 2 of the happiest people on earth. Our baby, it gives us great joy. We have a nanny this time around. And parenthood, I've been a parent actually 3 separate times, and separate eras, I should say. And this is the smoothest. I mean, so far. Talk to me when he's a teenager. But right now, we're just having a ball. It's just fantastic. Don't be afraid. In vitro is a trying process. Like I said, we went through a couple of those. I think it's much, much harder on the woman than the man, clearly. We eventually conceived through insemination with a doctor that Phil recommended, Dr. Ben Ozair and Tarzana. And she was just wonderful, very kind and caring and sensitive. And I would just say, go for it. Go for it. It's not, in vitro is an expensive process, but the reversal and insemination process is very affordable, I would think, for most people, and it really gets the job done. I absolutely would, and if my wife were here, she'd be cheering him on. She's his biggest fan. I mean, Dr. Worthman made possible her having a child at age 39 when we didn't think that she could, and I didn't think that I could do my job either. And he handled everything in a sensitive, caring, friendly, matter-of-factly way that I haven't seen in many, many doctors in my whole life.